Millie.
Hello.
So what made you choose the single tear catcher in the first place?
The first time I saw it on the website, and that's one of the objects that I think struck me the most, because I think I like the idea of, a tear, a crying is like one of the emotions that people go through in their life, and probably just once it's done, it's forgotten about. Where this kind of signifies it and encourage more forcing you to pay more attention on your emotions.
Okay, so the actual idea of placing more importance on these experiences, these tears, you think it's worth something that shouldn't be forgotten. There's a tear, including those experiences, should be actually kept.
In general, it's not just like the crying emotion; it's all other emotion. People should pay more attention to it.
Okay.
And if you're kind of realizing your emotions, it makes you more aware of yourself. In a way, none of the emotions should be ignored.
So you see it as a development, self-development almost, like becoming more aware of your emotions and expressing them, etc.
It can be that, and it can also be some kind of just memory, catching the tears, I guess different people see it different views, depending on what their experience, what kind of tear. It can be a happy tear, it can be a sad tear.
That's what I was going to ask you is, do you instantly associate it, when you saw it on the website, to negative emotions?
Not really. I would instantly associate to emotions, and basically happy tears, it can be something of joy, something of sadness. Didn't necessarily associate to negative things straight away.
Cool. And while you had it, did you make use of it?
I tried to make use of it, but I know this is a volume prototype, and the entrance for that tear container is actually quite small, and doesn't actually. I probably wouldn't have catch a tear or anything. And the handle, it can be a bit wobbly, but I've tried to use it.
Yeah. And
I like the idea it's made of a see-through material, glass or whatever, because that kind of brings a clarity of the emotion. To me personally, it symbolizes there's nothing artificial.
Okay.
That's handing is kind of something out of human being, out of raw, where you can see clearly. This is something that you can get in touch.
Okay.
Doesn't have any artificial blinds that to promote you for people sometimes kind of prevent you from other people from getting into their inner emotions. In this one, I think the clarity is symbolized the opposite.
So what if that's made out of glass. What if it was made out of clear plastic? Would it still have the same effect for you?
No, because plastic, the material to me is more like have more artificial elements than.
Because of associations, or because of what you think it would look like? Is that your personal associations with plastic?
Yeah, just my perception of plastic is more artificial. Everything is artificially made. There's nothing natural about it. To me, this thing should be made of natural thing. That's raw material, something raw that symbolizes coherent with the emotion that you want to catch.
Okay. And things like the handle.
Crystal is even better.
Crystal's better, okay. Better than mine. And the handle itself, in terms of materials, the main part of the handle is made out of wood. Would it be more positive or negative if it was made out of metal, for instance?
To me, it doesn't matter.
No?
To me,
have any effect?
It's more the actual catcher that is more important. But I think, to me, because I personally like something that's raw, something that's neutral, so a piece of wood probably more appealing to me personally than a piece of metal.
Okay.
Or something that's got a very original design, where probably appeal to me that something was being very delicately crafted.
Sorry, that would appeal more? Or?
More, yeah. Like some simple wood like this appeal to me more than something has been carved and engraved and
okay.
something like that.
Okay. That's cool. Thank you. So, what would you change about it?
At the moment, the space for the tear, it's not very symmetrical. It's tilted slightly more to the other side, and the same as the bottle, the shape is kind of asymmetrical.
That's a negative thing.
I think it's just a personal preference thing. For me, if it's my personal, if I was going to change anything, it's my personal preference, I would probably make the bottle more symmetrical. Maybe not a complete circle, but maybe a shape of a teardrop itself, and the space that contains the tear will be not as flat as the prototype. And also, I think you mentioned that you want to design several of them, and you think where you want to catch the tear, which part of the face you want to place it. This side can be of different curvature.
Okay. And the space inside it, I mean, obviously it was designed to be a single tear catcher. Do you think that's the best way of looking at it, or would you prefer another option of being able to hold more, or would that lessen the significance of it?
I think that's, and again, personal preference. If you prefer to be just a single tear catcher, it doesn't necessarily have to make a bigger space, but I think to make it of a more round space rather than a flat space probably would be better. If you want to design another one which holds more tears, or
from your point of view, if there was, say, an option for a single tear and an option for several tears, do you think the several tier one would lessen the importance of the tears? And which one would you gravitate towards?
Probably just a single tier one, because the important thing is catching that moment, that emotion, whatever you were feeling. So the amount of tears doesn't really play importance to it, I think.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd change about it?
I will make the entrance bigger. So at the moment, the way it is designed now, tear probably have to be sit on it and then make it drain through into the bottle a bit more. But yeah, I'll probably make it more so the bottle actually catches the tear the moment it's dropped.
And would you want to seal it afterwards? With the idea of keeping this memory or this feeling, would you actually want to seal it?
I don't know. If I have a nice place to keep it, a nice delicate box or something to keep it, I probably will want to seal it. If it really, the tear I catch really signifies some important emotion, memory of me, then I probably want to seal it and keep it away.
So it's mainly the glass part that you would change. The rest of it, style-wise, material-wise, you wouldn't change?
No. Because for me, it's the most important part is the bottle. The function of the bottle that struck me the most.
Okay, that's cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.